If you're a content creator, you can relate to this. You make one video that makes you make another, and then another, and another, and another, and another, and another, and it never seems to end.
Don't give it to you. Wait for you to get it on your own.
Hey, thank you for tuning in for another statue countdown. As you saw in the title, we are highlighting alien statues today. So my intro, the precursor to this was that I used to have all these X-Men statues right here behind me, but I did a big swap out where I moved stuff around and I decided to go all in Alien and Predator statues. So that caused me to do a video on what's the best Alien and Predator statues I've ever owned. You can check out right here. Well, that caused me to rebuy some of my statues that I used to own in the Alien and Predator franchise. And now that these statues are arriving, and by the way, this is just one wall, there's an entire new wall, mostly Predators coming in. And as of filming this, it was Alien Day, April 26th, a few days ago. And I'm currently watching the complete Alien anthology. I bought it on Fandango for like 30 bucks, got all 7 movies, 8 movies, I don't remember how many there are. So I was really thinking, regarding Alien statues, I now have about 15 of them in my collection. Which ones are truly the best, considering there's probably not a lot more coming. So we're going to do another countdown, and while I don't want to promise this to you, I feel like it is the last countdown. It's the last time we're going to count down alien statues. So what are alien statues? Well, we could get really elaborate. We're not going to include Predator, which are often included because they have some crossover in the comics and the movies. We're not going to include stuff like E.T. way down there, although he is an alien. I mean, because then you're going down this rabbit hole. I mean, hell, Superman is an alien. But more specifically, we're going to do alien statues in my collection that are from the Alien franchise, whether that's the Dark Horse comics, the original Alien movie with Sigourney Weaver, where the big chap was designed by Giger, and we're going to leave out the 2 statues that I don't currently own, but probably will. Let me tell you what that means. First is this updated Alien dog statue from Prime 1 Studio. I have this on pre-order. It doesn't come out for about a year, but I'm definitely buying this one. The maybe one, at the time I'm filming this, and I think it goes up for pre-order pretty soon when I'm filming this, is the Alien Romulus statue. So the Scorched Alien, also from Prime 1 Studio. I'm probably going to buy that, kind of a spoiler alert. I'm going to move all the Predators to a new wall, and they're going to go right here and right here. So excluding those, I actually have 15 alien statues in my collection. And I don't think there's a lot more coming, but who knows what the future holds. I do know that I used to own about twice this many, so we're only focusing on the ones that are currently here. Disclaimer, I actually have 17, and these are not in the countdown. They're hung up on the wall right as you enter the basement by HCG, this giant life-size alien bust coming out of the wall, and then this tiny guy from Prime 1 Studio, Alien Queen diorama. So these are not in the countdown. I just missed them. That's a disclaimer. One other disclaimer, I see it right there. This little hunter guy. You can check out the video review. This is technically not Alien. It's just an original creation, but I put him with the Alien collection because he looks kind of like an alien. So he's not in the countdown. But starting at number 15 is one I've never reviewed. It's actually this NECA facehugger. And I had a custom cryo chamber, containment chamber, tube, whatever you want to call it, actually built for this. I think it looks pretty cool for a life-size piece, but it's made by NECA, so it's not really a statue, it's foam. But it is pretty cool, and it's probably the last on the list, even though I really like it, because it's not a true statue. Because number 14 was really close. It was this Prowler statue from Prime 1 Studio. So this is lower on the list, partly due to the size. Second, it's from a video game that I've never played, so I have less attachment to it. And third is the size again. It's just kind of dwarfed in the presence of other stuff. I think it's wrong way. It's right. You can't even, the micro, see, it's so small, microphone's covering it up. It's right there. Let's just face it, it doesn't have as much presence as the other statues. Number 13, you see, is right there. That is the XM Studios Brown Hive Alien Warrior. So this is lower on the list mostly due to the base and mostly to the fact there's another one of these that has a better color variant higher up on the list, but it is a very cool piece. Number 12 is the good old Ripley from Blitzway and Prime 1 Studio right over there. So this is lower on the list because this is quarter scale where almost everything else is 1/3 scale and the likeness is slightly off, but it's still a great piece and you can see how much she's dwarfed here in the pictures by that Predator. While that won't be the case in the future, the Prime 1 aliens I'm putting there are still going to dwarf her a little bit. Another disclaimer, something I forgot to put in it, you can see in the bottom corner over there, are the alien eggs. These are not in the countdown, although technically they are alien statues. I think I have 3 of them, 4 if you include one that's actually on a base, of another statue higher up on the countdown. All right, number 11 is a custom. So it is actually this guy right here who is part of a diorama I'm actually splitting in 2. So here's a picture. You can see the other one in the diorama that's going to be higher up on the list. But this one fell in a little bit lower, even though it's awesome, has a really, really cool attack pose. Because sitting by itself, it's a little boring. Maybe it's because of the lack of base. I don't know. But this one comes in at number 11, still an amazing piece. Now, recently I compared this one and its companion to this guy from Prime 1 Studio. I know a lot of people would put this in the top 3. I'm putting him at number 10 for a few reasons. His pose is just really wonky. The fact that he's bent over make him hard to display. His base is really bulky. He does look amazing though. You subtract those 3 negatives I just said, everything else is great about it. This is that one that has the alien egg on the base. Very elaborate base. And if you're curious where I'm displaying it, he's in the bottom corner over there. Number 9 is the one right above my head. So it's the counterpart to the one we talked about earlier, the brown variant. This is the black variant, although I don't know how black he is. The top of the head is a little brown. It depends which head you display on him, but he looks awesome. Looks really, really cool. Again, the base is really the weak part. Does have all those face huggers, but the paint job's really iffy. I have him with a Clayton Crane comic. That wasn't based off it. That has nothing to do with it, but I think they look really cool together. Number 8 is from Alien Covenant. It is that Xenomorph, this guy right here. So what's really cool about this is how different it is. They nailed it. It's straight from the scene in a movie. It's really bloody. He's tearing apart a person. It's slightly underscaled, not much, but looks great with the rest of the collection. Gives it a little bit of contrast. You know what's interesting too is one of the complaints I get is the X-Men was really colorful, where this is kind of boring. I get that, but these are really cool looking creatures. Number 7 is way up there in the top. It is the Matrix Studios Queen Alien statue. This looks really, really good. It would probably be even higher up in the countdown if it scaled well with everything else and if I could display it better, but it's really difficult to display, as you can see, and the base is quite boring. Those are the negatives, but it still earns a spot at number 7. It is beat by number 6, which is the other half of that custom diorama. So right here, we have this guy crouching. The reason I like this so much, again, there's kind of a comic cover where one's kind of crouching down, very similar pose, but it has that light up schematic below it, which makes it really interesting, and then a few face huggers on the schematic as well. I do like this better than the other one, probably because it's different from any other alien statue we've seen. Number 5 is one that, sadly, you can't see that often because it's right behind my chair on the bottom. It is this Rogue King. The one negative about this guy is the scale. It doesn't scale well with anything else. I take that back. It scales well with that Prowler statue, number 14. But this is truly an amazing piece. I didn't get the matching queen because it was going to be really hard to display, and I already have the one that we already showed. But I love this piece. They did a really good job on it. The more I own it, the more I love it. Number 4 is the Tusk Alien right down here. So this is an interesting story. These creatures were bred to be kind of the watchdogs of the predators for a while. I talk about it in the video review right here. This looks awesome. It really, really does. I was very worried I was going to be underwhelmed when I got it. That wasn't the case at all. It was definitely one of the best ones. Number 3 is the OG. It's the big chap. This is by Prime 1 Studio. Amazing piece. So stoic. A lot of people say they don't like the pose, but this is very reminiscent of the movie. A lot of nostalgia from a movie that's 50 years old and still to this day holds up without a doubt. So this guy comes in at number 3 because I think they nailed it. Number 2 at one time was number 1, and I think it'll be dethroned by the remake of it. So that is, of course, the alien dog way over there in the corner. At one time, I thought this was the best alien statue. Number 2, I think it'll drop to number 3 when the new Alien is released. I showed you at the beginning of the video, but it still looks great. Despite this being one of my least favorite aliens, it's one of my favorite alien statues, if that makes sense. Number 1, by process of deduction, you should have figured out by now, is one that I sold and rebought. And when I rebought it, I just I didn't fall in love with this statue. That's kind of weird. But it is the top corner. It's not displayed properly. It's not getting the love it needs. It's the XM Alien Original, the OG, way up there. And this guy I love. It's 2 aliens in one, stepping over the other ones. The portraits are awesome. The fierceness of the statue. There are so many cool Easter eggs on this. I'm a huge fan of this. This is definitely my favorite Alien statue. I can't believe that I sold it because it wasn't from a movie. It was conceptual from XM Studios. So there you go. Did I get it right? Or what are some other amazing Alien pieces that I don't even own? I'm sure some of them may have even beat my number one. Throw that down in the comments. I'll talk to you later. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Yes, we're still giving away $1,000 statues at every 5,000 subscriber milestone. You have to make sure you're subbed to the channel, you like the video, and then leave a comment. We're going to pick a random comment on a random video and give away those statues. In the meantime, check out some of these other videos and my social media. Talk to you soon. Take care.